Hey YouTube land, Tyconders here doing another action figure review. Before I proceed, just need to say that these reviews are intended for collectors over the age of 13 plus, and if you're younger than 13, please ask permission from a parent or guardian. Just abide by FTC and COPA rules. And getting straight on into it, this is a review for the new 2021, well, as of 2021, Spinmasters Tech Defender Batmobile. Now, as far as I know, there's four Batmobiles coming out this year from Spinmasters. Two are repaints of existing molds and two are new. This is one of the newer ones. The other one is a repaint of the first Batmobile for the 4-inch line, and then there's another repaint of the 12-inch or 11.5-inch figure Batmobile, which I've done a review of, which is the kind of, it's done in kind of dark black, kind of similar colors to this plastic, but the repaint that's coming out, the re-release, is just literally a repaint of plastic of it in a blue tone as opposed to the black. This isn't a pure black vehicle. This is more of it's very dark black, but has almost a hint of blue to it, but we'll get into that in a minute. So I'm just going to go through the box quickly. So it actually comes in the box this way, but I have it loose, and just to show how it's attached to the box, you can see there's these things that you have to twist in order for them to unlock it. They're up here in the corner, which you can't see off screen. If I just tilt my camera up, bear with me a moment, you see the top of the box and the logo. It has a transformation. Up here is where the missile for the missile launching gimmick is stored. Then you have a scan for BatTech, download the app, scan to download the app. So I'm not sure what the BatTech app is. I haven't downloaded it. I'm not too sure. If I just scroll back down, I'll flip the box around. So you have Batman logo on the side of it. You have another same Batman logo on the bottom, or on the other side. Legally stuff. There's actually a thing on the box that you push in to open so you can undo it, but I did it differently. And then it's a transforming. You see stock images of Batman, the vehicle, what it does, if I scroll up, and pretty much how it transforms. So getting the box out of the way, moving the Batmobile back in. So it's a very chunky looking Batmobile, and it has all classic elements of a Batmobile. The front is a massive grille on the front. It reminds me a lot of the which one is it? Not the Dark Knight Returns. It doesn't really look like the 89 Batmobile, but it has a look of, it does have some similarities to the 89, but the front looks more, actually looks more like the way the new Batmobile from the Robert Pattinson movie is looking, with the kind of muscle car look to the front of it. Speaking of, kind of sideline, Spinmasters are doing a 4-inch figure line for that Batman movie line. There was leaked images of a Batmobile with a Robert Pattinson Batman figure. So far, I haven't seen it anywhere for pre-order myself, but I probably will end up getting it and doing comparisons of it when I get it. So, the underneath of the Batmobile is quite detailed. It has some engine detail. You can see where it's locked in. You have that on both sides, the little peg thing that locks it into place. I did have a loose screw inside my one for some reason, whatever reason it was. I managed to get it out. It's interesting to note that this is an open top Batmobile when it's in its default mode, but we'll get into that in a minute. There is a massive turbine on the back, as you should have with any Batmobile. There's no paint apps on it. You could probably go in and paint if you're like a customizer, you could really go to town on this, painting the turbines, the exhaust or something on it, do silvering on it, or maybe even a glow to the center of it, which would look kind of cool. Have the lights done. You can see there's molded lights, but there are no paint apps on it. Really, the only paint apps on this thing, I mean, there is even Bat logos, and they're even sculpted. They have like bolts on the hubcaps, and there's an actual different, I'm not sure if you've seen that, there's an actual different what's it, pattern on there. There's lots of rivets on this thing. Like, you could go to town painting it, airbrushing it, making it look really weathered and stuff like that. The only paint apps on this thing is here. And for the cockpit, there is no steering wheel and there is no detail really other than the seat. And just to show, you can get Mr. Batman. Here's just the basic kind of 4-inch Spinmaster Batman. He fits in quite nicely. Does fall out if you turn it upside down. And then for those who have this one, this is the armored Batman from this Bat-Tech line, if I recall. He should, in theory, fit in there too. No bother. He's a bit more chunky, but he does fit in there. And I know you're all waiting to see the gimmick. So the gimmick for this thing is, it's probably best to hold it here at the back, and you flip the visor or the shield down, and it transforms the Batmobile to expose engine detail and has the Bat-Tech stuff going around it. So if I pick it up, you see the front becomes even wider as these pieces separate. You have that blue, bright blue neon Bat-Tech kind of paintwork on it. It's a common paintwork to this line for most of the hero figures. Don't think really any of the villain figures have the Bat-Tech kind of blue, luminescent blue on it. So you have that. The center part of the engine opens up. You have these side pieces that open up for whatever reason, exposing pipes. It almost looks like nitros, actually, to tell the truth. And it looks like it's a nitros boost. And it does have a missile. So if I just turn this around and fire the missile, it does have a firing missile. There is a switch for the missile on the side of this engine block. There is the missile. So it only goes in one way. So there is detailing. It's the same on both sides. So you have this ridge on it so that to spin it around, there is a lip that it goes into, and it only goes the one way and sits into place. And then for Batman to retain or return to normal sitting, you have that. So just to bring in a tape measure, so you can see how long this thing is. So from tip to front, it is about 12 inches, just thereabouts, and maybe just a little around 1 foot, just a little over, maybe 12.5 foot. Height wise is just around 4 inches. And then when you do extend it out, I don't think it gets too much taller. I'm just going to see, it looks like 4.5 inches with the engine block extended out, and the front does make it wider. So the front, you can't see that on screen, unfortunately. I can't get my camera back any further, but just move it back. The front is about 8.5 inches, thereabouts, when it's extended out. So you do have that, and it's quite a nice looking vehicle. Now, as I said, there's two other vehicles. Well, this is one of the new ones. The other new one that I've seen that's for the 4-inch line is a radio control all-terrain one that has like big foam wheels. I was thinking of picking that up to do a review, but at the moment I haven't had a chance to, because it's quite a pricey thing. It's nearly 70 quid for that thing over here in Ireland, so I might wait and see if it goes down a bit, or I might just pick it up when I have a bit more time, a bit more disposable income. But at the moment I am saving up for stuff. So now, just to bring in a comparison, here he is with the first Batmobile. Let me see if I can angle the camera down a bit better so you can see it. So bear with me a moment. So bring my camera back. I'm just going to take it off the tripod so you can see that's the two of them together. That is the two of them side by side. They are pretty much the same in length. I'll just pop this back in. Sorry for the jumping around the place with the camera. I'll just put this to the side. I'll check that one into this one as well. I have done a review for this one. This one has the extending bat boat, I think it's called, or the bat ski or bat little jet thing. But you can see there's quite different, quite a different design overall. It still has kind of the exposed engine thing when you have that piece opened up, similar to how this one looks. But it's overall is very, very different details. Between the two of them, I still kind of like the original one a little bit better. Even though I do like the kind of overall design of this, I just wish it wasn't open top all the time, that you could close this down without the gimmick stuff coming out, because it would look cooler with these closed down and the enclosed canopy. But other than that, it's a very nice Batmobile. It is hitting shelves just now over here, so over in Ireland. It might be already available in the States, I'm not too sure. But do keep an eye out for it. It's the Spinmasters Tech Batmobile. So, Tech? Yeah, Tech Defender Batmobile. Sorry. I don't know if there's going to be any other hero vehicles. There is a couple of kind of mech suits, as far as I'm aware, that are for various villains. There's a few smaller sets as well. I am waiting on a set that comes with Mr. Freeze, I think it was, or is the one with Bane, one of those two. And when I get that, I'll review that as well. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this quick review for the Tech Defender Batmobile. And as I say in my videos, please feel free to like, comment, and to subscribe to my channel. Cheers, guys.